Strategies for winning the war were advancement in weapons such as flamethrowers, mustard gas, and tank attacks, knowing where the best place to attack, when, and where. Effect on civilians was the effect of World War I had devastating effects. Most civilians became military targets. The economic impact on World War I meant that there were shortages in all of the products, mostly food. During World War I, 8 to 10 million soldiers were killed in battle, and 22 million were injured. This meant nearly all of their families were lost. The soldiers were people from the ages of 18 to 22, and they were normal fathers, sons, and brothers.
Propaganda was something used during the war to get people to support it. The geography of our country, the U.S., affected the war because we were isolated from where most of the war was fought, and we were on the other side of the world. Some of the key battles were the First and Second Battle of Marne, the battles of Stallupönen and Gaminen, and the Battle of Tannenberg. Military weapons that were used during this war were the machine gun, was never used before, flamethrower, artillery, and tanks.
America had many reasons for entering the war. Because at the time America was the most highly industrialized neutral nation, they were involved in providing food, raw materials, and ammunitions to both sides. That was in the beginning, though. They had begun to trade more with the Allies as the blockade in Germany continued. One main thing that sparked the cause of the Americans joining the war was the fact that Arthur Zimmerman sent a telegram to the ambassador of Mexico proposing an alliance between Germany and Mexico. This involved America because in the telegram it stated that Germany could help Mexico to regain Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas if they fought on their side. This was put into American newspapers, which raged the citizens. Another cause for their involvement was the sinking of their ships. The Germans had declared a war zone around Britain. German U-boats sank many ships, including the American ships, causing many of the passengers to die in the attacks. In Russia, they had overthrew their autocratic government and all the Allied countries had been moving towards a democracy. America was most likely to participate with them because the Central Powers had remained the same. On April 6, 1917, Congress voted to declare war on Germany. Key leaders in the war were Woodrow Wilson and Arthur Zimmerman. Woodrow Wilson was the president at the time of the entering of the war, and he told Germany that he would not tolerate German submarine attacks. During the decision of whether or not Americans should join the war, he addressed to Congress, the world must be made safe for democracy. Arthur Zimmerman had sent the telegram to Mexico that enraged American citizens. Our allies were Great Britain, France, and Russia, and our enemies were the Central Powers, which was made up of Germany, Austria-Hungary, Bulgaria, and the Ottoman Empire.
Technology used in the war was airplanes, mustard gas, flamethrowers, artillery, machine guns, and tanks. Peace terms affected America because they didn't want to get involved in other countries' problems, so they didn't check on Hitler at the beginning of World War II. America also spent a lot of money and they lost a lot of supplies during the war. America could have prevented joining the war if they would have found more peaceful solutions to the sinking of the Lusitania and the Zimmerman telegraph. The effects of World War I were that America spent a lot of money and supplies on the war, and also Germany was very angry about how they got treated on the Treaty of Versailles, which caused World War II.